right, welcome to episode 3 of season 2. Is that correct? Episode 3? Yes.
Dos tres.
Dos tres.
We're gonna do it in Spanish every episode. Maybe not, because
Now I just need some tres leches.
No, thank you.
That's what I need. So
Spoiled milk.
this one is going to be a fun one, I think.
It is.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a good time with this because when this one drops, it's going to be 8 days before Valentine's Day.
Love will be in the air,
Love. I mean, I feel like love is in the air right now.
isn't it? Yeah, it is.
It is in this room. So because this one will drop roughly 8 days before Valentine's Day, this is your friendly neighborhood reminder to get your spouse or significant other something for Valentine's Day. Don't wait. Do it now.
Yes, and you know, I said this when we were doing a little study preparing. Why are those flowers right? 2 weeks ahead, they're $10 a dozen.
Okay.
Valentine's Day arrives, or day or couple days before, 3 or 4 days there. They're now $60, $80 a dozen.
Right.
And then the day after Valentine's Day, they're back down to $10 a dozen.
Yep.
Can you explain it to me?
Because they know that the men are going to be obligated to purchase roses, and so they can upcharge you. That's pretty much what it is. It's called the commercialization of holiday. That's what it is.
Yeah.
There you go. We're in the wrong business.
We definitely are.
Exactly.
We definitely are. Yeah.
So for Valentine's Day, like, are you like a romantic?
I'm a romantic. If
Are you
I
really?
told you the things.
You're like a hopeless romantic?
If I told you the things.
Thank you for not telling me.
I'll tell you one.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you one. It's clean, family fun.
Good.
Okay. Back in the day, we where we lived back in Florida, we had a carport, and on the side of the carport was a little bit of landscaping because that's the business I was in, and I had a fountain there and all this stuff. Well, for Valentine's Day one year, I brought the guys home. We tore out everything that was there, the fountain, everything, removed it all, and I had gone down to the nursery, and I in the aisle of the nursery, I got certain different flowers, and I spelled out "I heart you."
Wow.
I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 foot letters, all these flowers. And so I made sure I had enough of the different colors and everything. Went back, and that's what we planted. So when my wife came home from work, I love you, and flowers.
Wow.
Yeah, tore it all out. And then after that, we brought it all back.
Wow.
Yeah. But what's funny is every time I went to that nursery, the folks that own the nursery worked there. They're like, oh, yeah, that's the guy. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, you never done anything like that?
No, I am the least romantic person ever.
Yeah.
You can ask Marie.
Word around town is, yeah.
Yeah, you can ask Marie. It is pitiful. I am not a romantic in any way, shape, or form.
Well,
I can't. Honestly, I've always viewed Valentine's Day as like Satan's birthday. So the reason why I say that is because, so just work with me here.
Hurry.
Okay. So culturally, when we think of Satan, what color is he?
Red.
Red, which is
Love.
very prevalent around Valentine's
Yes.
Day. But also biblically, we see that he comes as an angel of light, which generally is going to be what color? White, which is what you see. You see white and red all together.
Make
Valentine's
pink,
Day,
by the way.
You put them together,
Okay.
they make pink. It's all Valentine's colors.
Yes.
And I think it's just, I think it's Satan's. That was the day he was created.
Such a dark opinion on Valentine's Day. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Milk chocolate or dark chocolate? Speaking of dark.
Definitely dark.
No. Milk all the way. My wife's dark.
Well, see,
dark chocolate.
my wife is also dark.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Yeah. No, dark chocolate. I'm milk chocolate. White chocolate.
I can do both.
I could pass.
I think it depends on how it's packaged. Like I like milk. So
like the wrapper?
No.
No.
Okay. Like I like milk chocolate.
Okay.
My favorite chocolate is actually one called Ritter Sport. It's very, very good. They have an Alpine milk chocolate, super creamy, very nice.
What country is this in?
German.
Where do you buy it?
Chocolate. You can actually buy it at Target, just so you know.
I don't go into Target.
I don't.
The
only time I would go to Target would be for that.
Yeah.
So I do like milk chocolate, but I like.
Can you get us one of those candy bars so we could try it with all your money?
Sure, I can do that.
You're going to Target?
Am I?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, you're going that way.
Right. Also, red and white Target.
Yes.
And we know what they stand for. Also satanic. But When we think about,
Every time I see something red and white from now, I'm going to think of Satan and not
you're welcome. Santa,
Santa. He's
red and white.
yeah. Okay.
It all
Can I tell you my
ties
favorite
together.
candy bar real fast?
Okay, sorry. I
My
got off topic.
favorite one, Toblerone.
Oh yeah, I like
The little
Toblerone.
triangle guy
Yeah,
in a yellow package. Has to be the yellow package because there's one that's the white.
yeah. It's a
packaging
more of a
on-
white chocolate.
Yeah, the yellow one. In fact, Danielle and I were doing a little early Christmas shopping, and we found this enormous one, the biggest one I've ever seen. Seriously, I think it was in like Ross or TJ Maxx or something. Don't worry, I bought that sucker. It wasn't for a Christmas gift. It was like, I need to eat this now during this time, to help me make it through. Yeah.
Yeah,
Toblerone.
Marie's definitely a dark chocolate. I like dark chocolate covered almonds. Those are really good. But I like any kind of chocolate with like hazelnut or something like that. I really like hazelnut or almond. I like those in there. So that kind of stuff. But yeah, so Valentine's Day, it's a whatever for me. And actually, let me just say, I'm really blessed to have the wife that I do.
That she puts up with all that.
One that she puts up with all that. But two, like
Bless her
Marie, she's kind of like whatever.
Whatever. Well, she has to be.
Also
Like,
true.
hello.
Also
Like,
true.
at this point, it's like, well,
But like she's
we know he's not coming on with any flowers or chocolates, so
like
we'll
Marie's
just have
never
to
done
deal
a
with
whole
it.
lot with jewelry. She's not a
Right.
big jewelry person.
Yeah.
Flowers, she's kind of like okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But chocolate, she's always good for chocolate. And coffee. Those two things.
I just try to do what I need to do. What I should do. Not just bring some flowers and chocolate.
See,
Okay.
which we're going to get into this in just a little bit when we talk about love languages. But really, for Marie, it's really just, hey, can we just like hang out? Maybe we'll go eat dinner or something like
Okay.
that together. So
Where
just
would we
her and I
go
together.
on a Valentine's Day for supper?
Wherever
If-
you and I.
No, not you and I. Please, you and your wife. Where
we
would
would
she
go. We would go wherever she wants to.
Where
go.
would she pick? Real quick, we need
She
to
likes,
get into this.
She
but-
likes Longhorn.
really
Longhorn
Okay.
Steakhouse, because usually if we go there, we'll split something.
Okay.
The Parmesan crusted chicken, which is very, very good.
Father.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Where would Mrs. Worth want to go? That's a good question. Probably can't take her to Chili's because I take her there a lot on Sunday after church.
I don't wanna do
Probably
that.
have to step it up a bit from Chili's.
McAllister's.
She does. Well, yeah. You know what? A good turkey sandwich. No, she does like what's this other one? The Chop House.
Oh,
She
wow.
likes the Chop
Okay.
House. I could care less, but if she likes that, I'll go and have a baked potato and salad.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's something. Because this one is dropping soon around Valentine's Day, we decided that hey, you know what, we're gonna take this episode and we're gonna talk about love. Because who better to speak about love than
You and I.
You and I.
Yes. We should have wore red. We should have had our red shirt.
That is true.
And maybe like
I've got a little bit of red.
we could have had like those things on our head with those like hearts on.
You did this, and again, I
It's
just thought
a
of
devil.
Satan. I thought of Satan. Yeah. So see, this is not a good start. All right, but
This
so
is going
we're going to talk about love.
Okay.
Let's talk about culture's view of love, because I think when we think of love, and I would argue anytime somebody like inherently just like it's the first thing that
Yes.
pops in their mind, it's going to be a very cultural driven
Love.
love, like Western culture, the way that it views love and that kind of
The
stuff.
way love should be,
Yeah,
supposedly.
and the way that they define it, and
Right.
the way that they show it.
And act it out. Yeah.
Or one of the things that I think affects our view of love is media. Think about some of the shows that are out there, which I've never watched and I never will watch, but I know of them.
You're missing so much.
Doubtful. But like you think of like The Bachelor,
Yeah.
The Bachelorette, Love Island,
Right.
those kind of things. Like this is all about, pleasure and sex and what I want and my desires.
Filth and disgust, I call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's packaged as love.
Love. Like 30, let me see, about 37, 38 years ago, they contacted me. They wanted me to be on The Bachelor as The
Really?
Bachelor.
Oh.
And I declined because I'm like, no.
I'm
My
actually
good looks, I can find someone on my own.
I am quite
I know.
surprised that you declined
I
that.
know. No, I'm like, you know what? I'm this good looking. I can do it on my own. I don't need your help. Right? Just
I don't understand
filth
it.
and disgust.
Especially like Bachelor and Bachelorette,
Yeah.
because isn't the purpose of going through that to find the person you're going to marry?
Yes, right.
That is the worst idea ever.
Yeah, and like I said, when we were studying, is that most of the people on those shows, whether it be the girls or the guy, whatever, they're all pretty good looking people.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're all, like if it's The Bachelor, he's a good looking guy.
Sure.
He has a good job.
Right.
Has,
Pretty stable.
Plenty of money. Yeah, stable, whatnot.
Yep.
He's not a starving missionary at a Bible camp in Kingsport, Tennessee. But I'm just saying, they got things going for him on that end.
Yeah.
Right? Looks, and they got some money, whatever. You need to go on a show to find, quote unquote, your love.
Yeah, and not even just
wrong,
and not even just The Bachelor, but even all the other ladies that are there.
So
like they're all pretty
good looking girls.
Yeah.
And they all are, got careers and things going on, right?
Yeah. If you have to get on this show,
like something's wrong, but
Yeah,
I can't pinpoint it.
I think I can pinpoint it.
Tell me.
I think the problem is you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I think it is.
Right. It's
You know?
them.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think it's
not your looks if it's all about looks. It's not
Yeah.
your money if it's all about money.
No, I think it's you
Something-
and what you're looking for. I think that's the
Exactly.
problem.
Yeah.
I think you have a skewed understanding of what love actually is, and even more so, what marriage.
I think
actually is.
in those shows and in media and just society, they portray love as so much of a physical,
Oh yeah.
so physical, so touchy-feely and physical.
Yeah, well, especially again on those shows when it's like,
Touchy-feely.
hey, why don't we have a meaningful conversation half naked in the hot tub?
Well,
I don't think that's going to help you.
yeah,
whole
it's
lot.
not gonna. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you're right. But it's a very sensual. It's a very selfish. It's a very
No,
passionately
there-
gratifying.
yeah. There's nothing wrong with a meaningful conversation in a hot tub if you're married.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, I wanted to clear that up.
But yeah, so I think
Yeah. Okay.
I think our culture, well, I don't think, I know our culture has a very skewed understanding of what love is and how love is defined,
Yeah.
right? Because I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, you may even have a list, of various definitions of love. And let's just, let's be honest. Love is difficult to define. Like
Right.
if I'm going to write out a dictionary definition of love, okay, that's not very easy, right? But all the definitions that we have, I think, are extremely flawed.
Yeah. So I looked a few up, and the first one that came up when I Googled it was an AI definition of love,
Okay.
artificial intelligence. So love, a complex, multifaceted emotion involving deep affection, care, and strong attachment. Let me read that again because it's heavy as far as I'm concerned. Love, a complex, multifaceted emotion involving deep affection, care, and strong attachment.
Wow.
So, deep affection, care, strong attachment.
Okay. Got it.
Okay?
Okay. You got another one?
Yeah, I got another one.
Okay.
An intense feeling of deep affection. Love.
Intense feeling of deep
An
affection.
intense feeling of deep affection.
Okay.
Okay, love. Great interest and pleasure in something.
Wow, that's vague.
That
Pleasure in
defines
something?
ice cream for me. I have a great interest and pleasure in eating ice cream.
Yeah, amen to that.
So I love it.
And pizza.
And pizzas.
I can do
That's what
pizza.
you just had for lunch.
And
Yeah.
sweet tea.
And sweet tea and Dr. Pepper. I mean, the list goes on. And a Toblerone candy bar.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. One more. Strong affection for another arising out of kinship or personal ties.
Kinship or personal ties.
Kinship or personal ties. So
Interesting.
yeah, that's
So
that's the
pretty
world's
much,
view.
yeah, and pretty much every definition that you gave, it was affection, emotion, attachment, feeling, like those types of things. In
Touchy-feely.
every single touchy
Right?
feeling.
Yeah, I mean,
In every
touchy-feely.
single one of
Yeah.
those definitions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's interesting because, again, I think the way that our culture defines and views love, it is all rooted in self.
Yeah, right.
Right?
It's all me.
How do I feel
Mhm.
about this?
Mhm.
What are my pleasures in this? What affection do I have? What emotion do I have?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that's a very skewed understanding and definition of what love actually is, especially when we look at it scripturally. There are there's probably a whole lot more than 7, but there's an article out of Relevant Magazine that a guy wrote, The 7 Lies Culture Tells Us About Love and Romance. The first one He says that the first lie is that love is a feeling, which
Right.
with every definition that you just gave, love is a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The reason why I think that's a problem is because it makes it, if I can fall into love, I can fall out of love.
Right.
You know, I feel like I
Yes.
love you today. I don't feel like I love you tomorrow.
Now, I'm sure your wife every now and then thinks, same with mine. There's like, sometimes she's like, I like
Yeah.
him today, but I'm not loving him right now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I got what you're saying. Like, it's just it's like a take it or leave it type of like,
Yeah.
I'll take it today. I love it today. Tomorrow,
Yeah, and it's one of those things too, where again, when you look at culture, again, I mean, you've got the divorce rates are
haywire.
stupid,
Yeah.
high.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's because I think a lot of people are just like, I just don't love you anymore. I just don't feel like,
I'm
don't
done.
feel that anymore. Or what happens is you get this all lovey-dovey feeling,
Mhm.
when you first start, getting together or getting
Yes.
married or whatever it is. But then, I don't know, life happens and you kind of lose that feeling. And now you're like, I don't love you anymore. It's like, well, maybe you just never loved them in the first place.
Right. That love and let's add marriage to it. It's so disposable these days. It's so
yeah.
throwaway.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
like you just said, hey, you know what? I loved you. I don't love you anymore. Toss you out. I'm moving on.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of, let's face the facts. Let's look at really what the root of the problem is. Let's work on this.
Yep.
Throw you away. I'll get another one.
Yep, exactly.
I'll go on The Bachelor again. Get another one.
Yeah, it's
Right.
it's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because it's all rooted in love is a feeling and people believing that lie. Which is why when we get to that point, where we're going to talk about the biblical definition of love, like really you can take some feeling out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Because there comes a point where it's just, no, this is a covenant.
Right.
This is a commitment that you've made, especially when we look at something like marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And I would argue that's probably the biggest lie. Because again, you see it in every definition that you wrote. Even the artificial intelligence
Yeah.
that we have, which apparently is probably more intelligent than the average human that's out there,
Right.
messed it up
Mm-hmm.
because it's focusing primarily on more of a feeling and an emotion, right?
Right.
And so I think this is the biggest lie that our culture tells about love and romance, and it's the biggest lie that the majority of people have fallen for, because the way that we operate, when we think of love, and even how flippantly I think we use the word, like, oh, I love ice cream, oh, I love pizza,
Well,
oh,
no,
I love
that's
this
not
place.
by flip. That's not.
that's not flippant?
No, that's true love. No, yeah, right. We
You know what I'm saying?
we just throw that word all around everywhere, and I think, and then it loses its value.
Yeah,
by that. Right.
That's so
by
true.
us using it just here, there, whatever, it loses its value.
So, do you remember the first time that you told Danielle that you loved her?
I haven't yet.
Oh, snap!
Well,
My bad.
we've been married 30 years. I'm planning to do that on our 31st anniversary.
Oh, well, spoiled the surprise.
Oh, mercy. Thank you. Put me on the spot, because then she's going to remember, and I don't really remember. Do you remember the first time you told your wife you loved her?
I do, but it was before she was my wife.
Well, probably before she was my wife, yes. But I mean, it's been a long time. Can you give me a little break here?
So the first, I'll just go ahead and tell you my story.
I hear the phone ringing in the office. She's calling in right now.
I'll tell the story.
I'll tell it.
So the first time, it was when we were still in college.
Okay.
So I had not proposed to her yet.
Is this going to get good?
I think you're going to think I'm an idiot. So anyways,
I already do, but go ahead.
so the first time I ever told her that I loved her, we were on a park bench on property, and I told her that I loved her.
With the Bible between you? Didn't you go to a Christian college?
Yeah, but I used I turned the Bible up on its
Oh,
side,
yeah.
so it was safe.
The Pocket New Testament.
Yeah, pocket New Testament on its side.
Yeah.
But I told her I loved her, and her response was, "Thanks, but I can't say the same to you right now."
That's why you remember this.
Yeah,
That's why you remember.
yeah.
Well-
that was my. That's
Well,
how
something
that's how it
changed
dropped, I
because you
think.
got married. So, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, but
Thanks.
at least I remember.
Thanks, but I can't.
Thanks, but I can't tell you
really
right
like
now.
that.
So,
That's
but
awesome.
here's what I appreciate about
Yeah,
it, especially looking back on it now, is exactly what you just said. Like she wasn't flippant about
Right.
it,
She wasn't like, "Oh, you love me, so I guess."
Well, I guess I got to say it
Yeah,
too.
right.
But she was just honest and said, "Yeah, I can't really
not
say the same thing to you right now.
like
Like
to
I
ask-
appreciate that."
Can I
but-
call her real fast? I want to see what her answer is.
yeah.
Have you answered yet?
Has she ever answered?
Yeah.
Yeah. It reminded me of kind of what you were saying.
Yeah, it's just we throw that around.
We throw it around,
Society throws that around so
Right.
much.
but she wasn't willing to do that,
Right.
and I
That's
really
awesome.
appreciated about that. I probably didn't appreciate it so much then,
No, you would probably feel a little rejected.
right? But
Like a
looking
little-
back on it, I'm like,
Yeah, that's classy.
that's classy.
It is.
And she is not.
She
is not strayed from being classy. That's for sure.
No, she hasn't. But I'm sure the first time I told Mrs. Worth I loved her,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she told me that she loved me back. I mean, how could you not?
That's a
Let's
fair
be
point.
honest.
That's
right?
a fair
Let's
point.
be honest.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially you in your heyday.
Oh, hey, Dave.
Even more so.
Please.
Right?
Yeah.
Have you taken the time to stop and consider how dirty your car is recently? During this time of year, as they salt the roads in preparation for the next wintry blizzard, your car gets coated with the salt that will eat away at your lovely paint job and ruin your car. But who wants to brave the cold to wash all of that unwelcome salt off your car? I know I don't. So why not drive down to your local True Shine car wash and purchase a wash, all while supporting your local ministry? Now through February 15th, you can support Bancroft by simply getting your car washed, which you have to do anyway. So head to any of the 7 True Shine locations, pull up to one of the pay stations, follow the screen prompts to buy a single wash, push the Enter Wash Code button at the bottom left of the screen, and be sure to enter the code 14140. That's 14140 to send some funds to Bancroft. It's really as simple as that. So head over to True Shine today and support Bancroft by getting your car washed in the warm, dry comfort of your car.
This year, through both our retreats and camps, enter a world of dragons, knights, wizards, and so much more as we dive into the reality of spiritual warfare. In the spring, our theme will be Friend and Fiend. Every battle has an enemy to be defended against, fought, and to be defeated. Join us this spring as we expose and examine our enemy and his tactics and learn to rely on our friend and commander, Jesus. Then, in our epic summer camp, our theme is Battle Royale, and the battle is on. Embark on a fantastical journey next year as we armor up to fight against the cave trolls, orcs, goblins, and dragons of sin and temptation that wage war against us. Join us this summer as we examine and put on the armor of God and join the battle for the ages. Finally, in the fall, our theme will be Victorious. The objective in every battle is to win, but it doesn't always feel like we are winning. As we persevere in this epic spiritual battle, we need to be reminded that we already know how it ends. Join us this fall as we encourage one another with the truth that the Lord wants us to experience a victorious life, not only in this life, but for those in Christ, we will ultimately win in the next life. Visit our website at bancroftgospelministry.org today and register for our spring and fall retreats and our summer camp. It's going to be a fantastically epic year.
So that's probably the biggest lie
Okay.
that culture gives,
Yeah.
that love is a feeling. Another one is opposites attract. Have you ever heard of that one?
Yeah, and I believe that in some ways. I think that could work. There's things that you're opposite of your wife and she's opposite of you, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't think that that's like a rule of thumb. Like, I have to find my opposite,
Yes, exactly.
right?
Exactly.
I wanted to clear that up because some people are gonna be like, well, I like red and bad color choice.
Yeah, there it is.
I like green and he likes blue. We're opposites.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think that is the rule of thumb that I have to find my opposite.
Right. Because, and here's the other thing too. I think with every relationship, there are going to be commonalities,
Sure.
but there's also going to be differences
Commonality.
as well. You know, I think it's going to be a mix. Like you said, it doesn't have to be we're 100% opposite of one another.
Right.
Because I would argue if that's the case,
That's a train wreck.
that's a train wreck. You're going to be
Yeah.
butting heads all the time.
I'm going to the right in my entire time, and you're going to the left your entire time.
Yeah, that's not going
Where's
to. That's not going to go
Where's this
well.
ever meeting?
That's not going to go
Right.
well.
You know what I love? Speaking of like the opposites attract, I love when we have to make a decision on something, whether we're picking a color, maybe we're going to paint our room or something, we're going to pick a color. So we always play this game like, okay, let's pick. You pick and you pick. Don't say it out loud, and I'll pick. My wife and I, not you.
Oh, okay. I
And
was trying to come up with a
let's
color.
just say we're picking a color to paint something.
Okay.
So we have like the little color swatch thing
Mm-hmm.
going on, and we're like, okay, you got yours? Okay. And we'll go like, all right, let's read. And we'll point.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, we point to the same one. And I'm like, see,
You and I do the same thing.
we do. We should have got, well, maybe.
No.
No. Speaking of a train wreck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love playing those kind of games because it's like, look, we're meant to be together.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. But yeah, opposites attract. So I think that it's kind of a mixed bag. I think with that, but like again, from a lie standpoint,
Yes.
it's not a we have to be, and the only person I can connect with is going to be the person who's complete opposite with me.
No.
All right, another lie. If you find the right person, your relationship will not fail. Wow. Yeah, I would disagree with that. Because the way that our culture kind of packages this is that cultural romance, if you find the right person, right, like there's one that exists for you and you have to find them, which means then what happens is, and I think this happens more with the female than it does with the male,
Careful.
that they get so enamored
Yes.
with the one. I have to find
That
the
they
one.
miss the one.
Yeah.
And
And if you miss the one, you're never
I'm
going to
going
find
to back up
anybody
because
else.
I don't want some ladies listening to kind of hunt me down in the Walmart parking lot later.
We would appreciate that, yeah.
But yeah, I think either the guy or the gal could you get so, like you said, caught up in the right one, the
Yep.
one. You miss the one.
The other issue
Right?
I think with this lie is the aspect of codependency, right? So if I believe that this is the one and it doesn't work out,
Mm-hmm.
I'm done for. You know, I can't lose this person, but if I lose
Because I
this
can't
person,
redo this.
because I can't redo it, this is
Right,
the one,
Right. Yeah.
right?
The one and only.
But this happens also in the church. We're
Mm-hmm.
like, this is the one that God has for me. He's chosen this person for me. And we get so enamored on that and we become so self-dependent that if for some reason that relationship doesn't work out, now we're broken.
And
You know?
never to be repaired.
And we can't
never-
recover
yeah.
from that anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just, it all goes back to just the lies that our culture tells us about love, relationship, and romance, right? And what essentially happens, especially with that codependency aspect, is that individual ends up becoming your false god.
Right.
That person ends up becoming your functional savior. That is the person who has to function as your savior to fix this problem or this
Yes.
deficiency or fill this need in you.
Interesting.
But ultimately what it is, it's an idol.
Mm-hmm.
And that person becomes an idol in your life where you end up worshiping that person or even the thought of that person, right?
If they're not in your life,
If they're not
you're
in your
still
life.
worshiping them,
Right.
Because you can't do anything else about it.
Exactly.
You're done.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So some folks get in those positions and in those relationships where you're worshiping that person, and they're abusive and they're just terrible.
Yeah.
But you can't.
Yeah.
Because for one, then you'll be broken.
Yes.
And never be able to be repaired.
Yep.
So you got to stay in this
Yep.
and still worship this false idol.
Mm-hmm.
And it's horrific.
Yeah, because
It's
again,
disgusting. to
you
think-
fall into this mindset that I have to have you to be complete.
Yes. Because if I'm not, if I don't have you, I'm not complete.
Exactly.
I'm broken. I have to have you to be complete, no matter what.
Yeah. No matter how destructive that relationship
Right.
actually is.
And I mean, I'm not condoning divorce. Obviously, we're not. But I mean, like if you're in an extremely abusive relationship, literally physically abusive. I mean, at some point,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I can't do anything about it because
I'm believing
I'm
this
believing
lie
this lie that
that if I have
that
the
our
right
culture-
person,
right?
yeah,
He is the right person, even though he's beating me.
yeah, which is
Craziness.
horrendous. All right.
Yeah. I like this next one.
So another lie is looks are more important than character.
Wait. Hence, the Bachelor,
Bachelorette, and Love Island.
Yeah, because none of them are deep conversations about their character.
No.
No. You don't. It's all about.
Now, again, I've never watched the show.
I had to watch it for this episode.
Okay, so you were doing
maybe.
Research and development,
right?
So
I mean,
okay, so
I've seen
answer
it.
me
It's
this:
just stupid.
since you've seen it before, in any of the hot tub conversations, did they ever talk about their personal testimony with Jesus Christ?
Let me think. No.
Not surprising.
I didn't have to think that long. It was just
Not
being funny.
surprising.
Yeah, no, it's all superficial.
Yeah.
It's garbage. Is
Yeah.
what it is. It just is garbage. Yeah, but they look so good.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to talk about the ladies. I think that'd be wrong. But the
So you're going to talk about the men looking
well,
good?
I think that's wrong too. But but I mean, they're all tanned and in
Yeah.
good shape and just look so good.
Yep.
Whether they're in their bathing suit or they're in their suit and tie,
Yeah.
or their casual wear, they look so good.
Yep.
Isn't that what it's all about?
Of course.
Right?
Yeah, looks.
Because they're so much more important than anything else.
And what's really funny to me about it too is, if we believe the lie that looks are more important than character, let's just note.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. Yep. Write this down.
go
This is
ahead.
gonna be big for you.
Is this Derrick Mars?
She's not always gonna look that good.
What?
I know, but I'm just saying.
But
Like, there's gonna come a time. When I don't know. You start
be
getting a little bit
careful.
older.
you be careful, because Dolly Parton, she still looks that good.
That's called wax and silica.
Woo! Yeah, no, that's true, right?
That's the
so
thing, like,
if I
I'm
fall
gonna
in love
age.
with this, yes, right. So if I fall in love with this beautiful, luscious, whatever you want to call it,
Okay.
yeah, because she's 25,
Okay.
okay, or he's 25, which I'm trying to just either one.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. When they're 53, they look different when they were 25.
Exactly.
When they were 40
I'm 41. Thank you.
verse 25, they look
Yep.
a little different, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Now, I
so-
will say that
so-
Marie and I both say that we're
You've
aging
aged
like
very well. I have.
we're
not.
aging like fine wine. That's what we like to say.
Well, you just keep kidding yourself. I have some pictures, but I have pictures of you many years ago, and Maria, bless her heart, still looks exactly the same.
I would agree.
You, on the other hand, a slight.
No. She doesn't look exactly the same. She looks better.
Well, that's not my place to say that.
Thank you. I appreciate
Okay,
that. I didn't
but-
want to punch you right here.
Yeah, but society, they just sell you that look
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
right? Because it's so beautiful and it's so all
Yep.
of that garbage.
Yep.
That, oh yeah, well, when she's 80,
Mm-hmm.
when he's 80,
Yep.
Although I know an 80-year-old, or is he 81? I want to be like him when I'm 81 because this guy is physically fit. He's solid as a rock.
Oh, really?
And I think you know who I'm talking about. He's a friend of ours.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I don't want because I don't want people to
Right.
hunting him down. But man, he is solid and
Yeah.
great shape, and he's like, I think he's 81,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, when I'm 81, I want to be like you. But
That's the thing. Again, like, our culture sells us this lie that
Yeah.
looks are more important than character. The problem is that the looks aren't going to last.
the character will,
The character will.
right?
Yeah, exactly. So if the focus is more on like who you are as a person and as a believer, even more so, what's your relationship with Christ like?
Right.
Those kind of things. Those are things that are going to last. Not the body, not the pretty face. If you have to spend 2 hours every morning putting makeup on to make yourself halfway presentable. I mean, what does it look like when we're going to
Hey,
chisel
this
it
is
all
makeup
off?
free right here. Okay, this didn't take nothing
Yeah,
to make it look this presentable.
We do not have a powder room that we
don't
prepare
have
ourselves
the,
before
we
we
don't
go.
have the fluff and puff
No,
somewhere.
no,
No,
we
this
don't
is
have
it.
that.
You're getting what you get.
This is all natural.
Right. Or if you when you started into that, I was thinking, or if you have to go spend $5,000 and $10,000 to make this thing
Yeah.
look good.
Yeah.
I call it put lipstick on a pig. But yeah, if you got to do that, and listen, I'm not whatever. If
If you
folks
do
that
those
are
kind of
listening,
things,
bless your
fantastic.
heart.
God bless
But
you.
That's not going to last.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
But someone's character is what's going to last.
Yep. That's exactly right.
The commitment and the relationship with the Lord is what's going to last.
Yep.
Right. And the way that they share that with you.
Yep.
That's what's going to last.
Exactly.
Sorry,
So-
honey, I'm not going to look this good forever.
Take a picture.
Yeah, it lasts longer.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. So another lie. You can change someone if
Yeah.
you try hard enough.
Yes.
Oof,
Listen,
that's
I
brutal.
fell in love with this. This is just a hypothetical.
Oh, okay.
This is not.
I was gonna say,
You're like
this is gonna-
testimonies. No, I fell in love with this girl. She's not I'm a Christian. I fell in love with this girl. She's not a Christian. But once we get dating and everything, and then we
Yeah.
get married, I'll be able to change her.
Right.
Does that sound right? I'll
yeah.
be able to change her.
Yeah, but I mean, I would argue maybe this. I'm going to
Careful.
dig in my own grave. Maybe.
Okay, good. I love it.
I feel like females focus on changing the male more than male changing the female.
For sure.
You
Yeah,
know
I'd
what I
agree
mean?
with that 100%.
Like I can shape him and I can work him into what I
Yes.
want him to be.
Oh, yes.
You know.
Yes.
You know. That may not be 100% accurate.
No, I do, and that's not
I just
belittling.
hear it that way.
That's
more
not
than
belittling the female by saying that either. I don't think whatsoever. But I do. I don't think guys.
I would argue every man's a good work in progress.
We all are. Yeah. Right. I don't feel like the guys get with a girl and say, "Oh, these few things I don't like about her, I'm going to change that."
Yeah.
I just don't feel like men think like that.
No,
But
we're pretty simple.
a lady, a girl meets this guy,
Right.
and he is the one. Right. He's as good looking as you used to be.
I
And he's the
appreciate
one.
that. Thank you.
Used to be.
Thank you.
But there's
Camera,
these.
zoom right in. Here.
Yeah, but
Show me that.
cameraman, that's not here. But there's these few things that Marie didn't like.
Right.
Obviously, she didn't like a lot because she said no at the beginning. But yeah, but there's a few things that Marie didn't like, and she thought, you know what?
Yeah.
He's so good looking, the big muscle, and all that, and he can play baseball, whatever, all that garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. But there's these few things, but I can change that. Or,
If your view of love and romance is, I can take a work in progress and shape it into what I want, no, it's not going to work. And you're going to be living a life of conflict
hell?
and difficulty. Yeah, that's exactly
with
what
the
it's
red
gonna
guy with horns.
be. That's
I see.
about right. So
This
another
next
one.
one is just a
This is just dumb.
We could end right here.
Conflict is temporary. Marriage is easy.
Shoot.
They obviously have never been
How many
married.
years this year? 21?
Yeah, so 20.
20?
May will be 20.
May will be 20. So we just did, October was 30.
Okay.
And at 30 years, I'm not going to say I'm a professional, but I'm seasoned. Is that a good word? I'm going to tell you, it's not easy every day of the week. And Mrs. Worth, if she was in here, she'd be like, yeah, look at him. It ain't easy. But it's not easy every day of the week, right?
Right.
It's a give and a take. It's work, you know?
Well, I would argue Danielle for you and Marie for me
Are the right ones.
are the right ones, but
Father.
they would both definitely argue it is not easy
No, mercy.
having to be married to us.
People always ask her, how do you do it? I'm like, what? I'm not.
Like, am I really
Hello?
that bad?
Yeah, how am I that bad? how do you do that? I'm like, well,
I think we could both agree that like our wives are saints.
yeah.
Because I don't know how they put up with us.
But I wonder who should get the award. Is it me or her?
Oh, it's
It's
her.
her, I know,
It's always
I know,
her.
I know.
Yes.
I know. Isn't that great?
But this idea that when I get married,
Yeah. It's
all my cares go away.
All those issues that I have, all the things that bothered me about him, all the things or about her, is going to all disappear because now we're married.
Yeah. So basically, if you
No.
believe this lie, you're an idiot.
Exactly, because now that you're married, it's only going to explode. Because now you are living together. Now you got to put the toothbrush away. You put the toothbrush, all that, and furthermore, when you do get married and you start living together like that, there's more little things that you didn't even know about.
Yep.
That are going to.
And just wait till you introduce children into the
Oh,
picture.
mercy.
Even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is the dumbest lie, and if you fall for this lie, you're just absolutely gullible.
Yeah.
Is that conflict is temporary, marriage is easy? That's no. You're just stay unmarried and out of relationships.
I'd say.
That would be the best thing.
I'd say.
All right. So
What do you become, a monk? Is that
yeah, I think you could. All right. Last one here. True love will solve your problems. All of them.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It did me. It solved all my problems.
Doubtful.
Fell in love, solved all my problems. Made new ones, but it solved all those problems. No, okay. Yeah, that's so ridiculous.
Yeah. It's this dumb idea that whatever problem I have,
Yeah.
if I get married, that relationship and that connection is going to just, remove all of my failures, all of my faults, all of my issues, all the things that, like I struggle with, those will all go away. No, you're an idiot. If anything, it's going to make them worse,
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a bad way.
In a
but
truthful way.
It's just, it's truth,
Yeah.
But again, like these are the lies that culture teaches us all the time. And unfortunately, that way too many of us fall for. Looking for an easy and economical way to partner with Bancroft? For cheaper than a movie ticket, a Disney Plus Hulu subscription, and a meal at Chick-fil-A, you can make an eternal impact for just $10 a month. For only $10 a month, you become part of an alliance of financial supporters who are providing for the financial needs of the ministry. I know that $10 doesn't really seem like a lot of money, but it's a donation that everyone is able to participate in. Whether you're on a fixed budget, a child using birthday money, everyone is able to find $10 a month to donate. You probably can even find $10 in the cushions of your couch. It's as easy as replacing one fast food meal a month, or replacing 1 or 2 cups of coffee a month. For students, maybe just wash 1 car a month. Maybe for students, make this your birthday or Christmas present. No matter how big or how small, young or old, everyone can participate in $10 a month, and every little bit helps fund everything we do here at Bancroft throughout the year. Head on over to BancroftGospelMinistry.org, click on any of the donate buttons throughout the website, and sign up for our $10 a month club. Make sure to click to make it reoccurring so you never miss a month to partner with us. And so this is one of those things that when we're talking about love and the language of love, we need to have a good understanding of what love is and what it looks like.
Yeah.
Right? So there's one thing that's pretty fun. I remember this, man, even probably when I was back in college, if not before that. So there was this old book written by this guy by the name of Gary Chapman called The 5 Love Languages.
Oh.
And there's a lot of books like this out there now. I think his was like the first one that really just kind of like hit.
Now everybody's written one.
Now everybody's writing stuff, and they're just changing words. You know, it's the same concept though.
Right.
But he wrote this book to help people understand what they need in order to feel loved by someone else. Okay, to help them kind of identify that, so that when you start getting into a relationship, you know, okay, if I know what your love language is, then I know what I need to do to make you feel loved,
right, and
vice versa.
Not
So,
the two of us,
right?
Okay.
Right. Whoever your significant other would be.
Just want to clear that up.
So that hopefully your relationship would be healthier,
Right.
and that it would thrive. So I mean, I think it was a great concept. All those different things, and I do think there's a lot of validity to this. Just because I've seen it work. You know, And so the idea is that okay, if I know that your love language is this or this, if I can meet that need, then I'm basically putting like love credits into your love bank.
Isn't it like tokens at Chuck E. Cheese?
Like tokens at Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah.
Oh.
So in his book, I think there were 5 love languages.
Yes.
Hence the name, The 5 Love Languages. They were physical touch, quality time, acts of service, receiving gifts, and words of affirmation. Those were his 5 love languages. And there's actually a quiz that you can take.
Yes.
Which, if you've never taken the 5 love languages quiz, what we will do is we will actually put the link in the show description.
Okay.
So you can actually go and take it yourself. We're not going to take it here. Actually, JT and I have already taken the love language quiz, which I did take this years ago.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
Okay.
But I was like, I'm going to retake this. Had you ever taken it before?
I don't know. I don't really know, to be honest with you.
You don't remember if
I don't
you ever
remember
took it?
I remember a spiritual gifts test more than anything.
Yeah.
I think we've all done that 100 times.
Sure.
I don't know if I've ever done this, but I did do this, and it's great.
So we are going to let everybody know what our love languages are. Yeah. So that if you want to show us love, this is the best way for you to do it.
Well.
Okay. Which I will say, my number one love language is kind of funny. In a certain sense, which I'll explain here in just a minute. So my number one love language, okay, is quality time.
That's like my dog.
Yeah, I just
like
want
he likes quality time.
I just want to spend time with you.
On the couch. Hey, nice stuff.
So
Okay.
here's why I think this is funny for me.
Why?
Because I'm very introverted.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't like spending time with people. Unless
it's your wife?
Unless it's somebody I want to spend time with.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, like, if people are like, oh, I want to show Derrick that I love him, and so I'm going to go and hang around you 24/7, yeah, that's probably not going to go well. But, like, for my wife,
thanks for spending this time with me.
Or even for, like, my kids or, like, close friends, like, that means a lot when we can just hang out. We don't have to do anything in
we
particular.
don't have to talk about work?
Yeah, we can just kind of chill and just kind of be
what
together and just kind of hang out and have some fun.
Yeah.
So that's my number one.
Okay.
My number 2 is acts of service.
Acts of service.
Yeah. So when people
when
do
I
things
serve
to,
you,
yeah, people do things to help me, that kind of stuff.
wow,
That's good. Number 3, which is like my percentage is cut in half.
it drops way down. I
Yeah.
see that. Yeah,
Words of affirmation. So
good job.
Yeah. Way to go,
Yeah.
champ.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
My 2 bottom ones, which are both at 10%, physical touch and receiving gifts.
Oh, good. Then I don't have to buy anything.
Yeah. I do. I don't enjoy receiving gifts at all.
You sure enjoy when I bring you a Yoo-hoo.
Well, that's a you.
Well, that's not
Of
going to
course
happen
I
now because
will.
it's low on your. Forget it. We're not doing that.
Blast it.
Darn it.
And there's still a 10%.
Okay, maybe we can raise that with some more Yoo-hoos.
Exactly. But you can at
Okay.
least fulfill the 10% of
Okay.
that I need
All right.
with a Yoo-hoo
All right. Well,
in a glass bottle.
yes, amen.
So yeah, those are mine. Quality time, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Acts of service, number 2. How
All
about
right.
you?
So, my for some reason mine didn't come out the same way you did. I have my percentage for my first one, and then it put them in order, but it didn't add the percentages. I don't know why.
Because your percentage for the first one was 100%.
I guess, and then it's like, well, these are the others, but we don't know what to put there. So,
Okay, what do you got?
number 1,
Number 1.
physical touch. Okay, show's over. Yikes.
All right.
Okay,
Over
well,
your
there's a
children's
lot
ears.
to touch here. You know, a big physical touch going on. We probably should edit that out,
a lot
but
to
maybe we shouldn't. It's pretty funny. All right, so anyhow, physical touch. You know, I like to,
Glory.
like, hey, hold my hand or something. Not you. No.
My bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm also
The
got
germaphobe.
other issues. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, so physical touch at 33%.
Okay.
Next is quality time.
Look at that.
You know,
See, this is
like
why
a
we
little
like to-
touchy-feely and some time. Well, let's just say touchy. Touchy and some time. Okay?
This is why you and I can do this podcast together. This is our quality time.
Yes. Yeah.
But just don't. I won't touch you.
You don't touch me. And don't play
We're not
footsie.
playing footsie.
Acts of service. You know?
Okay.
Acts of service is my 3rd.
All right.
Words of affirmation is
Okay.
4th.
Way to go, champ.
Yeah, way to go. And
Proud of you.
receiving gifts.
Oh, good.
Is last.
I don't have to get you anything either.
You don't ever, so what's
Praise the
different?
Lord.
Although you did take me to Taco Bell last week, so I was like, wow. What
There
got
you
into
go.
him?
See, look at that. 10%.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. So physical touch, quality time, right up there, buddy.
Yep. So, and
So-
again, so keeping in mind, like the love languages, again, the purpose in knowing what these are is to know what you need to feel loved.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You know, too often the problem is that whatever my love languages are,
Right.
that's also how I'm going to express my love to somebody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't necessarily mean
It's
that,
theirs.
that my spouse or my significant other, that's their love language. You know what I mean?
I mean, I would, but I would think most wives, and somebody can comment later. I would think
Your
most-
wife?
most
Comment
wi-
later?
and all wives will comment later on. But I would think most wives do enjoy quality time with their husband. I would think that would be up there for them.
You would hope.
And if not, well,
It's like we're married, but I don't ever want to spend time with you.
yeah, we're
That'd be
married.
a problem.
But I don't want to spend any time with you.
But it's like, but where it becomes bad is like if your say physical touch,
Uh-huh.
that's your love language, and the way that you express it is physical touch.
Yeah.
But what if your wife's like least
is
is physical touch? She's
Yeah.
like, stop
And
touching me. You're
most
annoying.
women are probably their least is physical touch. I'm just telling you how that works. Anyhow, no,
But,
yeah,
but that's
you're
where
right.
that's where again it's
We have to be cautious in that.
we have to be cautious of that.
And it's probably best to know,
Yes. Yeah.
so we know which one is which.
Exactly. And that's why again I think it's important that not only like you said that yours, but your spouse or
spouse.
significant others as well. Because again, the way that you express love is going to be fundamentally found in how you receive it, right? But you have to be careful with that. And so many relationships that I've seen over the years, that's one of the things that happens, and it creates conflict,
It does.
right? And so being wise about that and knowing those things is really important. All right. So the 5 love languages, it's a nice practical way to kind of know
Sure.
what someone needs to kind of feel loved. There are other books out there too. There's His Needs, Her
Yeah.
Needs is one. Love and Respect,
Men are from Mars, women are from.
Venus.
Was that a book?
Is
I
that
think it
is there Spaghetti and Waffles one about that
something?
too?
Yeah, there's
I think that's more of just about the differences between the people, not so much
the
what you need to
Yeah.
feel loved or whatever it is. But yeah, so His Needs, Her Needs, Love and Respect, the 5 love languages, those are pretty standard. The government is always looking for ways to tax our hard-earned money and investments. One of the ways they like to take our money is through capital gains taxes. This is where the government taxes our profits from smart investments that we make through the stock market, the selling of real estate, and other valuable property. But what if I told you that there was a way to escape some of these taxes? Instead of giving some of the profits to the government, why not give it to a ministry that you love? That's right. You can avoid some capital gains taxes by donating stock that has increased in value to a nonprofit organization. Many donors have found that this is an easy way to increase their donation while helping themselves at tax time. Stock Donator is a great organization that makes your stock donations to nonprofits as easy as pie. Simply go to stockdonator.com and follow the online prompts to donate your stock to Bancroft today and help support the ministry that you love. Visit Stock Donator today and make a lasting contribution to the ministry. What's the biblical view of love?
Yeah, here we go. No, right. Here we go.
Now, this is where we're going to see a direct contrast to culture.
Yeah.
Right? I think the most famous passage in Scripture when we talk about love would be 1 Corinthians 13, right? And even just like a basic reading through 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 through 8,
Yeah.
completely negates every definition that we gave earlier.
Right.
You know, even the one from
Yeah,
AI.
we'll just cross these out.
Yeah. Do you want to read that for us?
Yeah. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. I love the, endures all things. And that's not a throwaway.
Yeah.
Because it's going to endure whatever, right?
Yeah. It's not
True
the
love
falling in and out of love.
Yes,
Kind of thing.
true love is going to endure, is going to last, is going to make it through
Yeah.
whatever these issues, whatever problems are there that are there.
Yeah.
Right.
And
it never ends.
You look at some of this stuff too. Love is patient and kind.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's that's actionable.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, love
Right.
does not envy or boast.
Mm-hmm.
That's very selfless.
Yeah.
It's
not.
It's not arrogant or rude.
Mhm.
Again, very selfless.
Right.
It does not insist on its own way.
Mm-hmm.
It's not irritable or resentful.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. And then, love bears all things,
Right.
like even your faults,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it bears all things, even when it's not convenient,
Yeah.
right?
When they're not bearable.
Yeah, it believes all things.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yep.
That means I believe you.
Mm-hmm. Believe in you.
Yeah, I believe in you, and I believe you.
Yeah.
And I believe that what you're telling me is true.
Mm-hmm.
Hopes all things, endures all. Yeah, that endures all things is huge too.
I like that it's at the end. I love it because it's like, we'll save that till the end. Yeah. And after all this, it has to endure it all.
Yep.
Yeah. And then it never ends.
Yep. So biblically, whenever we look
So
at it, I mean, traditionally there are four main types of love that we see in Scripture.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is eros. Okay, it's a very romantic, more of a love.
Yep.
This is where we get our word erotic or erotica.
Careful. Uh-huh.
And so usually it's usually focused more on sensuality
Yes.
and sexuality and those kind of things. Okay, that's eros. The second one is storge. Okay,
Okay.
this is more like a familial devotion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like hey, like we're brothers.
Yeah.
or
Family-ish.
mom and dad.
Yeah.
like that kind of stuff.
We're not brothers. I want to clear that.
No, we're not.
From a different mom.
That's true. But that's that storge.
Yeah.
It's that very it's one that's like family above all kind of an idea. Very mafia-ish maybe.
Okay.
That's storge. Phileo, which is like brotherly affection or friendship. This is also where the city of Philadelphia.
Okay.
It's the city of brotherly love.
City of brotherly love.
Because it's based or it's that root word is phileo.
Yes.
But then the main one is agape, which is the unconditional, selfless, and sacrificial love. Which, and I would argue that 1 Corinthians 13 and that description that you see is going to be this more agape love.
Yeah.
Everything our culture says is selfish, it's sensual, it's feeling, it's emotion, that kind of stuff, right? And when we look at the description in 1 Corinthians 13 and we think about specifically the agape type of love,
Selfless.
yeah, it's selfless, it's sacrificial,
Right.
like it's unconditional.
It's the Lord's love.
It's
Right.
absolutely
It's
the Lord's love for us.
love.
Yeah, you know, and so there's really two things I want to focus on. I think when we think of just the biblical view of love, right, and how it is depicted throughout Scripture. The first thing is this: is that love is an action. So, like every definition that you read, the way that it was worded made it sound like love was a noun. It's an affection. It's an emotion. It's a feeling. You know what I mean? So love is a noun in that way. But biblically, what we see is love is more of an action, right? There's an old song, one of my favorites, by a band called DC Talk.
Yes.
If you know, you know. But it was a song called "Love Is a Verb." I'm not going to sing it for you.
Can you give us a little verb? Like
Yeah,
just
you
a
ready?
little wordage.
Love is a verb. There it is.
Okay.
Love is a verb.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. But
Wow.
it sounded a whole
That
lot
took
better.
a lot.
Exactly. It was
Okay.
exhausting to do it. But you can go find it. Super easy to
Okay.
find. But the idea behind it is that it's not just a verb. It's an action verb. Like love requires action. You know?
Right.
To where, because here's the thing, and we kind of talked about this before. I can say all day that I love something, but I actually have to do something to prove that I love it.
Right.
If I love pizza,
I eat it.
yes, and I'm going to be a glutton about it.
Right.
But don't do that because gluttony is sin.
Right.
But if I love somebody, well, I'm going to have to prove it through the way that I treat that person.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't just say that I
gotta
love
show
you.
my love.
Exactly. It has to be proven through the things that you do,
Yeah.
not just through the things that you say. And we see this in Scripture. Like Jesus himself in John chapter 14 says, if you love me, you will what?
Keep my commandments.
You'll actually do something.
Yeah, right.
We'll do what I tell you to
something
do.
about it.
Yeah. So if you love me, you will keep my commandments. Now, obviously, the keeping of our commandments is going to be motivated by our love for him. But that's what he's saying. He's saying, if you truly love me,
Right.
then you're going to do what I tell you to do.
Exactly.
Right? There's going to be proof that you love me through how you actually live your life.
Right.
Right?
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that next one too. 1 John 3:18. Little children, I don't like that part, but little children, let all children. How's that?
There we
Because
go.
somebody's going to say, oh, just the kids. No, all children, all of the Lord's children, all of God's children. Let us not love in word or talk, but in deed and in truth.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great.
That one definitely hits the,
So
you can say it all day.
I would say, yeah, it's not just what my PE coach, lip service. That's just lip service.
Yep.
Yeah, not the lip service,
Yep.
right? But it's in your deed and in your truth and your action.
Yep.
Right.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. So when we say love, and again, I mean, when we look at the cultural definition of it, none of those definitions said anything about it being actionable.
No,
Right?
No.
None of them said anything about an action. The problem is that if we go with love as affection, feeling, strong attachment, pleasure, those kind of things, those are all fleeting. You know, and they can come
Right.
and go.
Right.
But if love is an action, I should be constantly proving this.
You're right. I'm constantly acting on
Yeah.
it. Right.
And I think that's where maybe the love languages kind of ties into that because, okay, this is how not only how I feel loved, but if I know what yours are,
Yes.
then I know that I can do this, this, and this to show my love
Right.
to you and to prove that I love
Right.
you. You know what I mean?
I think too, in those actions, I think in relationships, when times get tough, whatever that is,
Yeah.
when times get tough, I think our actions start to back off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now we've got there's a problem.
Yeah.
There's an issue, there's a circumstance, and so our actions of showing our love to the significant other or our wife, I think that backs off, and then and then your significant other that you've backed off your actions on then that just starts a whole nother world.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And
it just creates more of an issue.
it does. And then as that backs off, then real problem sets in.
Mm-hmm. And what's interesting is when that starts to happen, they're
Yes.
like, you don't love me anymore.
Right. And then
You used to do this. You used to do
Right.
this.
And then
Yep.
that's when the guy in the red costume
Mm-hmm.
really he starts working good, and that's when it starts to that throwaway starts to come in there. Something
Yeah.
at times he's backed off.
Yep.
Throw this out.
Exactly. So that's the thing. Like I think we have to understand, that we have to change our mindset from what the culture teaches us to understand that no, love is actionable.
Mm-hmm.
Love is made to be proven.
Yeah.
Through the things that we do.
Prove it.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Right. She's told you that once back in the day.
Yeah. So first of all, love is action. The second thing is love is sacrifice.
Amen.
It's sacrificial.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
But we
really
see
is.
this throughout Scripture as well, and I think two in particular. I guess. Actually, I guess we can go ahead and go three. One is in Ephesians chapter 5.
Okay.
This is where the Apostle Paul is kind of breaking down marriage and what that's supposed to look like. And in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25, he says, "Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her." Okay, so as a husband, how am I to show love? Again, actionable. How am I to show or to prove that I love my
Right.
wife? By being willing to give yourself up for her.
Right.
To sacrifice for her.
Yes.
And that doesn't necessarily mean my physical life, although that's
It could
definitely
be.
included in that.
Yes.
But I should be willing to sacrifice my time, my energy,
Yes.
my dreams, those types of things. I should be willing to sacrifice
The
those
last two dark chocolate covered almonds.
things. That is a struggle.
Yeah. But yeah, right.
But you know what I mean? Like there's
Yes, sir.
there's that willingness and that heart and that motivation to say, I'm willing to sacrifice whatever it
I
takes.
love her.
Yeah. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Even at my loss.
Yeah. I think
I wanna do this.
I'll say this. I think we miss that
yeah.
at times. But I think when you go back to this worldly view of love, I think the world's just missed this completely.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, they have no clue.
Right. Well, because
There's no
again,
clue.
like the cultural understanding of it is selfish.
Yes. Yes.
What do I get out of
Yes.
this relationship? Not what can I give?
What can
to
I
this?
give to this relationship? How
Yeah.
how can I make this a great relationship? How can I make this
Yeah.
a working, healthy relationship? No.
Yeah.
No.
And-
What am I getting out of
Because here's the other thing too. Like, and I've seen this in marriage counseling over the years.
it? When you used to go?
No, when I used to do
okay.
it, I don't do it anymore. Praise the Lord.
The-
But I
the
saw
sex-
it.
The ratio.
But I saw it a lot
Mm-hmm.
of this false understanding of, all right, you go halfway and I'll meet you halfway, and it's like
It's
no.
not that.
It's
No.
you go 100% and I'm
And I'll
going to
go
go
to
100%.
100%. If we meet in the middle, great.
Yeah,
But,
and actually, and not even
Yeah,
that. It's like
yeah.
you don't have to do anything. I'm going to give
yeah, I'm
everything
gonna
I've
give it
got.
all. Right.
It's that sacrificial love of I will do whatever it takes.
Yes.
Which is not what the world teaches us
And-
at all.
And it's probably not what we practice. I want to clear that up too. Probably not what we practice every day.
Oh,
you
no,
and I.
no.
Because just in case when our wives listen,
I definitely fail at it more than I succeed. There's no doubt about that.
I'm not going to say anything. Just let's move forward. And I'm going to say the same for myself.
Yeah. So another really good verse, which is one probably everybody knows, is Romans chapter 5, verse 8, where the Apostle Paul says, "But God shows or proves his love for us in that while we were still sinners,"
Yes.
what happened?
He died for us.
Christ died for us. There's that sacrifice.
Yeah.
And this one is even more beautiful because it wasn't, he showed his love for us that while we were pretty good people and
Yeah, no,
nice
while
and,
No,
jovial,
we're rotten
he died for
sinners.
us. Yeah, he's like,
Right.
no, you were my
Yeah.
enemy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we were at war with one another,
And I died for you.
and I died for you because that's how much I love you. Again, you see sacrifice
Yeah.
and action.
Yeah.
And again, I think this kind of just hits the cultural definition of love square between the eyes, because again, every definition that we have has to do with affection
Yes.
and feeling and all those other things.
Fluff and puff.
I don't feel that towards my
Yeah.
enemies.
No.
But throughout Scripture, we're told,
Yeah.
love your enemies.
Yeah. Well, right there in 5:8, right? You weren't my favorite,
No,
but I died for you.
no.
Yeah.
We were at war,
Now,
but
does
I
that
died for
say
you.
that? No.
No,
nowhere.
there's surprisingly
Nowhere.
enough,
Yes,
it's nowhere
right.
in the
Nowhere.
AI definition of love. Yet this is the biblical view of it. This
Yeah.
is agape love. It's selfless, it's sacrificial, it's unconditional.
It's awesome.
You know, and then I have another verse, but something just came to my mind. If you read through the Old Testament over and over and over again, the amount of times that the people of Israel were unfaithful to God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how many times did they, pursue other gods?
Yes.
How many times did they go and do this and do that? But his love never failed.
Yeah.
And we see that in the Psalms, that his love never fails, right? It's a steadfast love,
Yeah.
that even when we're faithless, he remains faithful
Right.
to us in that covenant relationship, right?
That's the type of love we're supposed to have.
That's the type of love that we're supposed to have, because that's the type of love that Christ has had for us,
Yeah.
and that's the same type of love that we're supposed to show, not just as husbands to our wives, but even to our enemies.
Yes.
That is not what the culture teaches love is in any way, shape, or form. One more verse, 1 John chapter 3, verse 16. Okay. Or we could even just go John 3:16, which is pretty standard as well. But 1 John 3:16 says, by this we know love, or by this we know what love is, right? That he, Jesus, laid down his life for us. That's sacrificial. And we ought to lay down our lives for the brothers.
Yeah.
So he's saying, this is how we know love. Jesus came and died on the cross for us.
Right.
Like he paid for us. He laid down his life. He sacrificed his love for us. Now go and do the same. Show that exact same type of love to your brothers.
Yeah.
Not just to the familial
No, but to
devotion, but to your brothers and sisters
Right,
in
in
Christ,
Christ.
To your enemies. Like, that's the same type of love that you should be showing, which is not cultural
right
love.
and not easy.
It's not an easy love
Yeah.
either, right? But that's the ultimate expression of love, is what Jesus did for us when he came and died on the cross for our sins. And now we're told, okay, now show that same love to all those around you. When we think of love as a whole, especially during this time of year when this episode drops, right? All the sensual, affectionate, emotional, love is going to be pushed like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Let's not lose sight of true love,
Right.
biblical love, agape love,
Yes.
right? That is selfless, that is sacrificial,
Right.
that is actionable, that can be proven.
It's really not flowers and chocolates.
No,
Right.
no, not so much. Although your flowers and chocolates
Could help.
could help if your wife's love language is
Flowers and chocolates.
getting gifts. Again, this season, Valentine's Day, all that different stuff, it's really easy to lose sight of what true love actually is. And we get lost in the cultural aspects and depictions of it.
In the commercial aspect of that,
But if nothing else, I think let's just reflect on Jesus' love for us and how he proved it by sacrificing his life for us.
Life for us. His love for us. Yeah. Cool. Well, hey, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.